Hello, my dear December 2025 students. I'm sure you all are geared up with your preparation. Now, time is very, very short. It is very important that you have to focus on all the areas which are relevant for your examination. Now that the time is short, it is important that you realize this at least now that you need to work hard. This is Shiva Teja from Shikharatutorials. I want to tell you about some interesting aspect with respect to paper number 19, Indirect Tax Laws. I would love to tell something interesting about an ABC analysis for this particular subject of indirect tax laws. Before I tell that ABC analysis, first thing I'll tell is that there is nothing called A, nothing called B, nothing called C. Everything is A. First and foremost point I will tell is everything is A. But whenever I do a video like this, an ABC analysis telling this is A, this is B, this is C, that is only and only based on past trend analysis. That is, in the past 5 to 10 years, what is the trend our institute has followed, what areas and topics institute have been focusing while asking a question in the examination. It is not based on the practical importance. Because for example, there could be a topic like deemed export or a zero rated supply. It's a very important topic practically. But examination, a very small question may come in the exam. So don't decide something of ABC analysis from a practical standpoint. I really want to talk about this ABC analysis purely and purely from an examination standpoint, my dear friends. That is the reason why generally I do this video at the end, normally when you are close to the examination. That is the reason, because I want you to listen to every topic. I want you to focus on every topic, learn every topic, work on every topic. But this is only a case where before exam you don't have much time to revise, or because of some reason your time is short. Then in that scenario, what are the areas more to be focused upon? And as I told, this is clearly based on the past paper trend analysis, not on any other parameter. I'm sure we are clear with this, my dear friends. So based on this, let me tell you what are the interesting areas you need to focus upon, what is the A category, B category, C category topics in your examination standpoint. One more thing before I tell is that your institute has released something called statutory update for December 25 examination. Ensure that you go through that. If you have learned the preparation recently or you have taken our classes, definitely you would have seen the latest videos which are applicable for December 25 examination. But if you have learned that long back, or you are that category of student who already wrote the exam before but for some reason could not get through and you wish to write the exam once again in December 25, in that case it is important that you go through the amendments. Unlike direct tax amendments can be done only by way of a finance act, but in GST amendments can be done even by way of a circulars and notifications. So it is important that you go through the latest amendments. Of course, I do admit and accept that 90 to 95% content remains the same, but that 5%, some small amendments might be there which could be relevant for your examination. But that 5% should not cost for your exam, because every mark will count in your examination, because ultimately it's not 1 mark, it is 6 months, as I keep saying always. I truly mean that statement when I tell, because 6 months is not a small time. Lot of things will transform in your career if it is 6 months time. So it is important that you stay focused, leave all other things away and focus on your preparation, which is at most important now. Okay, so let me take some 5 minutes of your time and tell you what is the trend analysis of ABC pattern which comes in the examination with respect to GST as well as customs. As you all know that GST has got a weightage of 70 marks in the examination, customs has got a weightage of 30 marks in the examination. And that is not fixed, rigid as such. Sometimes 5 to 10 marks keep happening here and there. That means some more marks may come in GST, some less marks may come in customs. Because you all know the paper pattern that you have got 30 marks MCQs, 70 marks you have descriptive question, 14 marks question, they give 6 questions in the examination. I repeat, 14 marks, they give 6 questions in the examination, and out of 6, you are supposed to write only, they give 7 questions in the examination, and out of that 7, you are supposed to write only 5 questions. You technically have 2 questions as choice. You have to write 2 questions as choice, guys. 2 is not a small thing, it's a big thing. So out of 7, you are writing only 5. So you have a good scope for choice questions as well. So 14, 5, 70 marks, 30 marks MCQ. That's a paper pattern what they ask in the examination. I'm sure you are aware about this very well. But let me talk purely about the ABC analysis for this particular subject topics what we have. The first topic what we have is supply under GST. By title, it looks like it is only supply, but it's actually not. This topic actually covers advanced topics in supply, and it also covers RCM provisions, charge of GST, and it also covers exemptions as well, and also discussion about composite supply and mixed supply. A very, very interesting area. This sounds like refresh. It is not refresh. If you already learned properly in cmainter, then it is refresh. If you have not learned in inter, then it is not refresh. It is something new only for you. I am sure about it. Clear, no? This topic is definitely an A topic, because high probability that questions will come in examination, especially from RCM and exemptions. Exemption, they will not ask a question like 20 marks, write 20 points. They don't do that. But they'll give a complete question where they'll ask you to compute net GST payable, output GST, input tax credit, net GST payable. In that, they'll give 3-4 points related to exemptions. You should be able to identify whether it is exempt or not. Wrong identification, wrong marks, gone. That's where it is important. Clear, no? See, this GST is not like your income tax or financial reporting or SFM for that matter. Why I'm telling that to you? Because in SFM or reporting or Ind AS for that matter, a big question comes where too much of solving is involved, consolidation is done, lot of effort is taken for one question, 15 marks will be done. Generally, when 14 marks question come in the exam, they directly don't give for 14 marks. Majority time they split it 7-7, or they split as 5-5-4. That's how they split. A big question directly is not possible in GST unless it's a topic of value of supply, or it's a topic of determination of net GST payable with a combination of input tax credit. That's where it's important to know. Next, time of supply, advanced discussion. This is generally a B topic. Place of supply, very important. I will definitely tell A topic. This is based on trend analysis only. Almost every time question is coming in the examination. And don't miss out section 13 of place of supply. Very important. They are focusing a lot in the examination. Section 13 comes into play in case of services where supplier or recipient, one of them is outside India. Next one, valuation, extremely important. I don't mind telling A plus category, but I'll write only A, don't worry. Next one, input tax credit advance. Of course it is A category. Don't think, sir, you are telling everything as A. The reason because it is A. Which is B, I will tell B. Which is C, I will tell C. Don't worry. Next one, zero rated supply deemed export. It's a C category from an examination standpoint, but practically important. I already told you this. Deemed exports, there is something related to section 147 of deemed export, important discussion, which has got correlation with foreign trade policy. So learn that properly, my dear friends. TDS, TCS under GST, it's a B topic. E-waybill, C topic. GST refunds, again B topic. Returns, C topic. Accounts and records, C topic. GST annual return and audit return, it's a B topic. Transition to GST, I will tell D topic. The reason because the probability of question coming in exam is 0. Because transition to GST means what? Earlier you were in prior law like excise, customs, excise, VAT, service tax. You shifted to GST. This happened way back in 2017. That time what procedure to be followed? They covered that in transitional provisions. Why would they ask that in now? We are in 2025. Why would they ask question on transition to GST? In last 3 years, in last 5-6 attempts, never a question came in the exam on transition to GST. But if you see papers of 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, you will find. 22 also not possible. 21 you will find. Dispute resolution mechanism, very, very important. It's an A topic. And in dispute resolution, you have topics like demands and recovery, offenses and penalties, advance ruling. Offense penalties is a very important topic. Sounds like procedural. How many years you'll put in jail and what is the penalty imposed? It sounds like procedural, but very important. Almost every time a question is coming in exam on penalties and offenses. Next one, inspection, search and seizure, arrest and prosecution. I will tell this as I'll split this into two ways. Inspection, search and seizure is a B topic, but arrest and prosecution is A topic, which I was telling now. Anti-profiteering is a C topic. Walkthrough is also a C topic. Starting, if you observe, I told many are A, but later on, number of A's got reduced. Sir, logic is simple, sir. I don't want to play with you telling that this is A, this is B, this is C. This is clearly based on trend analysis. I told you that starting itself. If you ask me my heart feeling, I will tell everything is A. So everything is practical. This is purely from an examination standpoint. for December 25 exam students. Next, customs valuation. You know the answer. Of course, the answer is A. No doubt about it. Very, 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 very important topic. I don't mind telling 101% question will come in the examination. Next, custom procedure. Baggage is B topic. Courier and post is a C topic. Manufacture and warehouse is a B topic. Duty drawback is A topic. Customs, import of goods at concessional rate. Let me tell you, already 2022 rules have come, but in your institute material, 2017 rules are there. So please check which rules you have studied. And it's important for your exam. And it is C topic only. Remission of duty, C topic. Refunds, C topic. Trade facilitation measure and foreign trade policy. This all is all put together. Foreign trade policy. I will tell A topic only from an examination standpoint. The reason being very clear that in exam, many times question is coming from foreign trade policy, almost every time. Procedural part, but still important. Clear, friends? So this is about ABC analysis clearly from an examination standpoint, my dear friends. So please take note of this while doing revision, not while preparing. Preparing, everything should be there. But while doing revision, you can focus on these areas. Clear? That's it from my side, from Shiva, Teja, from Shikharatutorials. Wish you all the very best, my dear. Wish you all success. Any doubts, anytime, feel free to get back. You can comment on the YouTube video itself. We'll be more than happy to reply to that comments. My focus is not on like, share and subscribe, but my focus is clearly on any doubts, please comment. We'll be happy to reply. Clear? Thank you very much. All the very best. Wish you all success. Take care. Shiva Teja signing off. Bye-bye.